We down to get turned, oh yeah, it's litty. My first ever session went for 50. But if I give you just a fraction.
What's going on? We're back, and as you can see, I got a little different setup. The intro video, like I said, was literally just an intro, but I wanted to come back to y'all with some higher quality. You feel me? Big HQB in the building. Oh, also for you guys, so you're gonna hear me shout out this a lot in any videos that you see. You know what I'm saying? I'm affiliated with multiple groups. These are for my battle rap heads. Anybody tapping in, I appreciate you. Anybody non-battle rap, I appreciate you. And just to let y'all know, as a little preface to what we're about to talk today, has nothing to do with what we're about to talk about, but I'm here to talk my shit, so we're gonna talk. HQB, high quality boys. Shout out my guy YO. He's, you know what I mean, somebody I met through this battle rap shit. That's actually one of my bros in real life. We started a collective support group of just guys that are battle rappers, but we're not a battle rap group. We just support each other. So that's, if you hear me say high quality HQB, you know, that's what I'm referencing. Shout out my guys. In the battle rap spectrum now, I am part of a battle rap group called God Talk. I'm also managed by BGM, that's Bad Guy Management, so I affiliate with them. I'm also part of a battle league called King of the Five that originated in my hometown of Brockton, Mass. Salute Big King of the Five. And I'm also part of another league called TBO Wolf Den, so I affiliate with them as well. I rep 508 being from Brockton. Shout out my guy Lock Banner. You know the vibes. We got a show on Facebook called Coordinates Lock. Haven't done it in a little bit. You know, life's gotten in the way here or there, but trust me, we'll be back there. We may even do an episode of Coordinates Locked on the channel. That would be super dope. You know what I mean? Let us know. Let me know if you guys want to see that. That'd be cool. But as y'all can see, I got a mic today. You know what I mean? I wanted to give y'all a little bit of just better streamlined communication. I want you to be able to hear me clearly, and I want these videos to, you know what I mean, be at least somewhat decent quality. I know a lot of YouTubers, and I know a lot of people, you know, they probably have a bunch of equipment and a bunch of just things that they do. But hey, I'm working with what I got to work with, and we're going to make it work, man. No excuses. I just want to make sure y'all getting the best, you know, out of me that I can produce. So, you know what I mean? We're just trying to get better every video. But today, I want to talk about something that's very relevant, especially for me this week. I guess I lied 30 seconds ago now that I think about it, because it looks like unintentionally it does have to do with what we're about to talk about. But basically, I just want to talk about today just the mental health effects and with social media, or social media and how it affects mental health. I think that's very relevant, especially this week in the battle rap world that I tend to, you know, just participate in. A lot of BS going on in social media and outside of battle rap. A lot of BS going on in social media. You know, I'm no researcher. I am technically a analyst, is in my title for like what I do for work in my 9 to 5. But I'm not a researcher. I'm not gonna throw a bunch of numbers at you guys. I'm not gonna, you know, throw a bunch of stats. I'm literally going off of my observation. You know, being 29 years old, being around in the AOL era, MySpace, now the social media, you know what I mean, Twitter, IG. So I'm just going off of really my observations, my own kind of pros and cons list that I'm going to share in a little bit. And, you know, just what I see, the effects of how it affects us in my immediate bubble, and kind of just the overarching, just the world of the internet and the kind of, you know, everyone who participates in social media, which in this day and age, it's like, who doesn't? You know, it's rare for someone not to be on Facebook. You know, it's crazy. The world has really changed. But we'll start with love. We'll start with some positivity. Social media is great for promoting. That's something I've learned with battle rap. Like I said, prefacing it. That's something I learned with battle rap and with music. Honestly, like I said before in my intro video, go check out that intro video. Like I said in my intro video, I rap, I sing, and I battle rap. So I feel like my brain has to enter three different realms of you know, musicality in that sense, because I don't write the same way for each one. You know, I have to enter a different mode. But being in that, I've learned that honestly, it doesn't matter how good I am if nobody hears it. You know what I mean? So I have to promote myself. I have to. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. This is partly doing that. You know what I mean? Start my YouTube channel, promoting, trying to talk about the stuff that I like to talk about. But it goes to just show and prove that like you can have a Whitney Houston singer over in Michigan in the slums. Nobody will ever hear that wonderful singer unless she's promoted correctly or discovered or marketed. So promotion is almost, just the lifeblood of entertainment at this point of just what I've learned. And there's a lot of creative ways to do it. But social media gives the easiest access to promote. So obviously, if you are an artist or creator of some sort and you're not promoting on social media, you're just doing yourself a disservice. Networking, of course, connecting with people long distances, outside the country, within the country, across states. That's super dope. I like that. People I may not have talked to in a while. I actually, my sister, actually, quick story tangent. My sister, when I want to say I was in high school. I was probably like 16, 17. But I hadn't seen it. I had a picture just in my wallet of just me and my sister. And I hadn't like known her my whole life. And she hit me up randomly on Facebook and found me. And I'm like, oh, that's super dope. And then we connected and like, we talk now. She, you know what I mean? She actually kind of lives fairly close to where I happen to move to. So it's super dope. We're gonna connect. I'm gonna see her, but like that was dope. You know what I mean? Shout out Facebook for that. Connecting me with my sister. I'm sure they've done that. With a bunch of family members and a bunch of people have been connected through Facebook and social media. Dope. And then naturally entertainment. So obviously social media is super entertaining. We don't have to, really argue that. There's mad videos, content creators. There's actually, it really lets people display a bunch of talents you otherwise wouldn't see. So, you know what I mean? I definitely see, just one to preface even that, I see the pros to social media and I understand it. But to me, obviously it depends on the individual and how much you put into it, how much time you really take to give yourself, just social media attention and to dive into that world. But I feel like for just what I've seen with human beings, social media cons outweigh the pros because not everyone's a creator, not everyone's a promoter, not everyone's trying to be an artist. So, just for instance, go on Facebook under any LeBron, Michael Jordan thread. You're probably gonna lose brain cells. Keep it a buck with you. Like at some point, people have to get exhausted arguing the same thing. No, they don't. Social media again, it just gives you really ease of access to people that you could just say things, and on top of that, you type in a way and you send comments in a way that you wouldn't talk to somebody naturally like this. Like if y'all can tell at all, I'm gonna tell you right now. Like I said in my intro video, I'm very genuine and authentic. So like when I type comments on Facebook or Twitter or anything, I'm typing it as if I would say that. It's just my mind is, typing the text of the tweet out. I don't know. Like, obviously, there's trolling. You can play around. You can joke. You know what I mean? Pull up. I'll smack you right now. What up? Da, da, da. Like, yeah, a lot of the times I may be either banter or half jokes, whatever, but a lot of the social media interaction just inside of entertainment, music, battle rap, whatever, and even outside of it, obviously we've always had race issues in America, but when anything really racial pops off, like the George Floyd incident, all you see on social media is just divide. It's just divide and headbutting. I don't know how productive that is for human society. Like I understand, I appreciate the dialogue. I do understand that things need to be talked about and things need to change. Like a guy shouldn't have his knee on another guy's neck for almost 9 minutes. I agree. There should be a dialogue about that. But like, you know what I mean? There's just so much like it goes so involved, like brain wise, and then people kind of make problems that they see on social media their own, and then you know what I mean, which again, as a human, I understand like tragic situations like George Floyd, Trayvon Martin, racial tension in America, a bunch of stuff that Trump was doing when he was going crazy as president. Like I completely get all that, but where is the productive dialogue that's actually working towards making change happen? That's what I'm interested in. So when I see the back and forth BS, I just tune it out. I just either won't read it or what have you. I just don't let that enter my bubble. Also, just the natural comparison. So as we know, comparison is the thief of joy. So I do feel like people hover over others' lives. Say you had an ex, or you recently broke up with your girl or your boyfriend. Now you're on their page looking at every little thing they do, waiting for the second that they get with somebody else. Like, move on with your life. You know what I mean? If y'all broke up for a reason, then move on. Go be happy with what you have. Stop worrying about what you don't have. And if you didn't want to break up, then obviously, that's just the way the cookies crumble. But that's just one example. But it's just like, I feel like people really, really, really need to start appreciating what they have and stop worrying about what they don't have. Make a plan towards what you don't have. Strive for it. Definitely set goals for yourself. But to let it affect you, to let it depress you because you see, lavish lifestyles of social media content creators, X, Y, and Z, that's on you to plug out the app if it's that serious. You know what I mean? Like you gotta want more for yourself where you are first before you start comparing to all this other stuff. You know what I mean? I just feel like in that sense, that's what's desensitizing and dehumanizing us in a social media just obsession and addiction, which that's there too. You know what I mean? People are addicted to their phones, addicted to social media. I can admit that as well. I take breaks. I probably won't post sometimes for 2 to 3 days, 4 or 5 days. I may not even go on the app and you know what I mean, look at some stories or what have you. I may just go real quick, but I have something in my brain that every time I open my phone, I just naturally I want to go to Facebook, IG, Twitter, whatever, and just look at the feed, scroll, whatever. It feels mind numbing. It's like, what? Why am I doing the same thing every time? I did see a stat. See, this was my fault, y'all. I keep I keep lying to y'all. My fault. But I did see a stat that said like on average people open their phones like 116 times a day. It was something wild. Like just putting your phone down, picking it up, opening it, and going to an app. People, on average, the average was like 116 times a day or something like that. Sounds kind of crazy to me. I'm not going to hold you. Imagine just 100 plus times you're picking up your phone. And I feel like realistically, because I don't think about it until I start thinking about it, it's like, damn, I am picking up my phone a lot. Like, let me put this down and put it on a song or a podcast. Like, obviously, I'm admitting it. I got a problem too, but I try my hardest to work on that. You know what I mean? Because I just don't feel like it's not healthy to just be in that mindless routine of open the phone, go to the feed, scroll, and I have no intention, purpose, or nothing. It's just do we have to be entertained at all times? Which I get. Being entertained is great, but like at all times, it's not good. Too much of anything is a bad thing. And then the fake news. So a lot of people will get their news from social media, which again, it was going rampant during Trump's presidency. But in general, like, mad of the news on social media is not true. People can spin their own, meme, narrative, story. Like, it is on you to do the proper research to find out what is factual and what's not. But also at the same time, just on a tangent, we're in America. So how much can you really believe what you're told, even when you do get it from credible sites? So obviously that's there too. So even then, when the government lies to us, what do you think social media is doing with people who don't have like nearly the amount of resources? You know what I mean? They may just say anything, literally. So I don't know. Like, I need people to start thinking for themselves a little bit more, and definitely take social media breaks. You know what I mean? Take a mental health day. Just don't go on social media for one day, or repurpose and just think the way you're using apps. Like, I don't know. Obviously, everyone is entitled to do whatever you want to do. This is me just speaking on a think piece, but just for, again, my observations, the bubble that I'm in, what I see outside of it, there's a lot that we allow social media to dictate in our lives, and I feel like that negatively affects our mental health over the long run. Like I said, of course, there's a bunch of positive things to social media. I can, talk all day on it, but just over time, we got to start coming up just with a more concise and productive mental health plan in terms or in regards to dealing with social media. So that's just, I just wanted to speak on that little think piece. This actually went a little longer than I thought it did, or than I thought it was going to, which is good. So that shows that I can talk, because I'm not going to hold y'all. I'm like, damn, like, I'd be nervous to talk by myself. I'm like, yo, can I finagle it? Nah, we doing it, man. We here, second video. Appreciate y'all tapping in, man. Go follow me on Instagram, Corduroy Vintage _, which again, hilarious, because we just said a social media break. After you take a good break for social media and you are using it in a good, productive way, follow me on Instagram. I'm gonna put up, my music, my rap. I really just use it for promotion at this point and engaging and connecting with my people. Corduroy Vintage _ on Instagram, Corduroy _V on Twitter, at Corduroy Vintage on Facebook, Corduroy Vintage on TikTok. If you don't see me posting or doing anything, I'm taking care of my mental health. But no, I will be back. Salute, and I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Comment, like, subscribe, share. I'm out. Peace.
Look, been on my mind, heavy answer my call. Petty cause they'll never get me. You don't need nobody else cause I'm yours, and plenty I can give you. Not to buy my way in you.